Learn about health from within on the Phenomenal Health Show with Dr. James Ryan Finn.
All right, here we go. This is Dr. James Ryan Finn. We got the Phenomenal Health Radio Show going on today with a message for everyone of love and life and health and healing. A message that your body's designed to heal itself. A message that everything you need to be healthy is within you. Your body needs no help to heal. It just needs you not to mess it up. It needs no interference. And that's the philosophy we practice. And when we put it to life, we see amazingly healthy people. Just think about it, okay? You're conceived, 2 cells. 9 months later, if you don't screw things up, you're born perfect. In most instances, there's going to be a baby with 2 arms and 2 eyes and 2 legs. That's the way your health is. At that point, you start environmental toxins and chemical, physical, and emotional stresses, and that's what does it. You fall off your bicycle and things happen. You know, you put in a newborn, okay? It used to be in 1986, 3 injections. Now it's 25 injections in a baby before 1 year of age. Those are chemical stresses, all right? We're going to trade some immunity that we get from those vaccinations for some infectious disease, but you're trading that for chronic disease. It's 47% of children now that have a chronic disease, and that was unheard of. Pediatricians would go an entire career without seeing a diabetic child, and now it's 25%. So, you know, there's how it starts out. And then you're falling off of tricycles and bicycles. And, you know, as you're learning to walk, you fall thousands of times as an adult. I'd challenge you today, drop to your bottom 40 times and see how you feel tomorrow. And not so good. That's how babies learn how to walk. That's how you learn how to walk. Then we crash cars and play sports. And then we sit under fluorescent lights and hover over a screen for our lives. You know, it's just not good on your spine. There are chemical, physical, and emotional stresses that mess up your body's innate ability to heal itself. The more natural you can be, the more you can follow your body's natural rhythms, the better your health is going to be. When you have, in chiropractic, your brain running your body through the nervous system at 100% the way it's designed to, your body's going to function and heal at its peak potential. Your body is going to be able to deal with the chemical, physical, and emotional stresses that you throw at it. You're going to deal with life better, which is why chiropractic patients are radically healthier than the people their same age. They did a huge study, entire state of Illinois, and Blue Cross Blue Shield was looking at this. They saw that people that were getting adjusted 5 years or longer for wellness, nothing wrong with them. They just went because it was a good thing. They spent 1/3 the national average on their health care. They took 85% less medication. You know, the average person in Tallahassee, Florida, where I am, they take north of 18 different medications, 18 different prescriptions per year. Okay, 1 a month is 12, but still, some of those prescriptions are for 3 months. So it's just nuts. It shouldn't be that way. Clearly, your body's health is not a lack of pharmaceuticals. More pharmaceuticals isn't going to restore your health. It'll lower your blood pressure. It'll lower your cholesterol. But is that even what it needs to do? What you got to do is to get to the cause of your problem. You need to make sure that your body is functioning and healing at its peak potential if you want to have your peak health. And that's exercise, rest, nutrition, and get adjusted. And, you know, people ask me, like, they come in all the time and want to change lifestyle. The 2 things that are the easiest things to do in order to biohack your body, the things that you can do at home to hack your body to be healthier, to have more longevity, the different ways to exercise, intermittent fasting that you would do for food and limiting your food window where you eat, you know, high intensity interval training versus long cardio, eating all fat or eating all protein or eating paleo or whatever biohack you're trying to get healthier. The easiest thing to do, because you do it laying down, is sleep more. 1/3 of Americans don't get the sleep they're supposed to get. People are getting 5 or less hours a night. You're going to have an increased risk of stroke, heart disease, diabetes, obesity. I mean, there's so many biomarkers that go up when you screw up your body's own natural circadian rhythm. It's just awful. When you're not getting the sleep you're supposed to get. As the time of this taping, we just had a time change. There's a high 25% uptick in heart attacks the day after the spring forward time change. And that's mostly going to affect the people that literally are already sleep deprived. You know, your circadian rhythm is your body's 24-hour biological clock. Number one thing to reduce risk of disease, chronic disease, and to increase longevity and how you feel, just get a little more sleep if you're deprived. Not just getting sleep, but even if you're getting the 7, 8, or 9 hours you need, what's the quality of that? You know, going to bed at exactly the same time every night, making sure your room is very, very dark. Even the little light on your smoke detector, if you want to get crazy about it, put a little piece of tape over it. A bright alarm clock. You don't need that thing. You got to it needs to be dark where you sleep. In the evening, darkness triggers your melatonin, triggers your growth hormone release. This is when we repair ourselves. And going to bed when it's dark, waking up when it's light is how it's supposed to be. The number one thing to get more melatonin hormone is gazing at the sun in the morning. When you could be outside in the sunshine, we could be outside in the sunshine, grounding and barefoot when the sun comes up. When you could be outside doing some movement and grounding in the sunshine when it first comes up, gazing at it is the best way to reset your circadian rhythm so that you sleep better at night. Getting up, seeing that sun, that's the number one way to get your body to produce more melatonin. Okay. Just 10 or 20 minutes if you can. Looking towards the horizon outdoors really, really helps with that. Going to bed at the same time. A dark room, extremely dark room. Reducing your screen time. Oh, yeah. 60 to 90 minutes before bed, you should get rid of screens. They're bad for you. You want your room cold, real cold. 60 to 67 degrees is what's best. That's cold. I like mine at about 66, and that seems to be good where I can just bundle up in the covers. Your body needs that the temperature to drop to sleep deeply. And once again, the grounding time outdoors, when you get your feet in the dirt. The reason hippies didn't wear shoes, they were running around barefoot because they were grounding. Well, there's evidence for that, and there's a real exchange of ions between you and the earth, and you ground like you would plug in your hair dryer and it's got a ground on it that makes it better or safer, I suppose. Same thing with you. You lower your stress hormones, you improve your sleep quality, that sunlight, the movement, the fresh air, being outside, that really works. We rely on these rhythms in nature. You go through rhythms. Getting up on the weekends, okay? Not sleeping in till 8, 9, 10. Getting up the same time you do, going to bed at the same time, even on the weekends. Otherwise, you kind of wreck your weekend. But the other way to do that is chiropractic, okay? If you feel like crap, if you're getting rest and you're tired, if you're not sleeping well, if you're in pain when you sleep and it's pain for being sleeping, you need to see your chiropractor. These are very common things that we help people with in our office. We've helped thousands of people sleep better with chiropractic. In fact, the number one thing that's a non-solicited improvement, meaning they came in with neck pain or back pain, and then on their re-exam, hey, what's better? Doc, I'm sleeping better. Why am I sleeping better? Because your brain runs your body. Your brain controls those hormones. Your brain controls your melatonin production. It controls your cortisol rhythm. It controls the autonomic nervous system. These things improve when you get adjusted. So I have a special offer. You guys go to fennchiro.com, FENNCHIRO.com, FENNCHIRO.com if you want to get to the cause of your problems with chiropractic. We do a detailed case history. What are you going through? What's the problem? How long have you had it? When did it start? What do we think caused that? We're skilled at going through that history to figure out where you've been and what's going on. Okay. Second thing, we're going to do a detailed examination, including bilateral weight scales. You stand on 2 scales. You should be balanced. If you're off balance, your body's out of balance. We do digital palpation, feel your spine, the motion of the segments. We're going to do digital posture analysis where we use a computer to calculate the forces on your spine from poor or good posture. We have orthopedic and neurological examination that we do, just like you would get at your orthopedist or your neurologist. In fact, we go deeper in that and do many of them, hundreds of them actually every week of different tests that we do. We have state-of-the-art digital x-ray. And if you're going to go to your doctor and say, hey, I want to get all this testing, they're going to run you to 4 or 5 different doctors. It's going to take a month or two, and it's going to cost you thousands of dollars. But because we care about our community, because we want to help as many people as possible, we've got our costs down to $185 for the entire phenomenal exam, including the x-rays. So it's fennchiro.com, FENNCHIRO.com. If you or your loved ones are having problems and you want to get ahead of your health and get rid of the neck pain, back pain, you want to sleep better, you want to reset your rhythm, you want to have healthier life. The greatest biohack in the world is getting your brain running your body and like it's supposed to. Obviously, we've got that down to where we want to help a lot of people at $185. We've got a more special offer when you go online. fennchiro.com, FENNCHIRO.com. Request the appointment. Don't pay for the one. You can go online and there's a special to pay for it. Don't do that. Just request it. We've got a special, even more special for our radio listeners, YouTubers, our people that are out there on Instagram. Wherever you found this, go in there and click in, you're going to get it. Folks, sleep's very important. Circadian rhythm is important. Natural rhythms are important. The biggest thing is your body doesn't need help. It needs no interference. Chiropractic removes interference to your nervous system. Doctors of chiropractic are skilled at guiding you towards the natural, guiding you to get those rhythms so you have the health you're designed to have innately from within. And if you want to take advantage of that, get in finchiro.com. You can come see me or one of our other doctors there, but we're the doctors behind the fact that God loves you, your chiropractor loves you, and there is nothing you
Learn about health from within on the phenomenal